1967 Sunbeam Alpine. Before we show you the car, I just want to briefly show you a couple of bits of paperwork we've got with it. So this car, as you'll see here by the HPI, number of former keepers, 0. First registered in the UK, 1st of June 67. It's been in the same ownership ever since. So there can't be many of, any cars from the 60s in single ownership you have left now. We've also got the original owner's service books, some handbooks and all that sort of stuff that we'll detail in the description. But again, we've got the original service book for the car that goes back to 67, service at 500 miles. And a bunch of other services in there. Again, like I say, we'll detail all that in the description, but I did want to show you, like I say, one owner from new, finished in what I would probably call Old English white. There will be a official Roots Group name for it, I'm sure. So this is the Mark V 1725cc. If we look down this driver's side, you can see nice and straight down there. It's not full of filler, it's not wavy or anything like that. It has been in pretty much regular daily use up until a few weeks ago. So it's got the odd sort of mark and things here and there, which we'll point out. You've got a little bit of sort of surface tarnishing on the seam there, but it's not actually any real rust coming through. It's just a bit ugly. Coming down this wing, that's all nice and clean and tidy. All the chrome on the badging is good. Obviously the correct badging and everything there. This arch, as you can see, is lovely and solid and clean all the way around. It's got the original wheel trims on the steel wheels. The steel wheels themselves could do with a bit of a paint by the looks of things. And it does have, I believe, 4 matching Michelin radials, but we'll count as we go around. So they've got Michelin on the front here. If we look down this driver's side sill, again, you can see it is nice and clean. It's got a odd little sort of surface mark here and there, like there. But like I said, it is nice and solid. It just wants a good clean and tidy up. Moving down this driver's side. Driver's door itself is nice and clean and tidy. It's not been sort of braided into any doors or walls or anything like that. Around the handle is good. This seam here is good. You've got a little sort of chip in it just there, but other than that, it's nice and tidy. This rear arch, again, lovely and solid all the way around. Nice and sharp on the back of the lip. Like I say, these wheels want to go. They want the trims taping off and painting. Yeah, just to tidy them up. Obviously, the hard top lifts off. We've got some pictures with it off. They've got the sort of perspex windows in the back. This is slightly milky, as you can see, but the glass in the doors, which we'll put up, is lovely, as you can see. Obviously, you can see the difference when you put it next to the hardtop. The roof itself is lovely and tidy. It's not sort of covered in dents or anything like that. There's no stone chips on this leading edge. Coming down this driver's side again, we'll look back up. You can see lovely and straight going all the way up there. Around the filler cap's good. The chrome on the filler cap's nice. Chrome on the rear bumper, again, really good. If you get really close, there's a little bit of pitting in it, but it's definitely still smooth and everything. Underneath there, that's all nice and tidy all the way along there. Both rear tail lights, nice and bright, no cracks, no signs of any moisture. Correct badging along here again. And then the boot lid, lovely and clean. If we're being really picky, there is a small mark just on the leading edge there, where I'm imagining it's been shut on something. But again, you've got to get really close. You can't actually tell until you get right on top of it. You can only just see it just there. Coming around on the passenger side, I've been straight going all the way down there. Got a couple of stickers in the back window, maybe a bit of a clue as to the sort of life that the owners led even. Got glider pilots and a vintage Playboy sticker there, which is quite cool. Going down this passenger side, like I say, nice and straight. Lower half of this rear quarter is all nice and tidy. Another nice solid arch all the way around. The lip's lovely and sharp all the way around. Another good wheel and tyre. Seams on this side. Again, they've obviously had the odd little sort of tart up and repair, as you can see. A lot of this is general road dirt as well. The car wants a really, really good clean before you start. But like I say, it's got the odd little cosmetic thing that wants cleaning up here and there. As you can see from here, underneath looks to be nice and solid, nice and clean. Appreciate it's dark, so you probably can't see too much there. Coming down this passenger side on this front wing, again, lovely and sharp all the way around there. Same sort of story, a little bit of a crack just down there. Top of this wing, that's all nice and tidy. There's not really any sort of chips or scratches or anything on it. And then along this seam and under the windscreen, it's all nice and clean, as you can see. Coming around onto the front, both those headlights are nice and clear. These have got a little sort of couple of battle scars from stone chips and things, as you'd expect. Front bumper much the same as the back. Underneath there is nice and tidy as well. That's not been rammed up anything. Bonnet is nice and straight. It's not covered in any ripples or dents or anything like that. Single mirror on this one, obviously. That's nice and clean. So overall, bodywork wise, it's got the odd little mark here and there that wants tidying up, but certainly a nice driver. You'd be perfectly happy taking it to a show. Not concourse by any means, but again, that for me, that just puts me off driving it if it's too nice. Have a look here in the interior. So cream outside, black, I imagine vinyl interior. Yeah, it looks like vinyl to me. Driver's seat, lovely and tidy. There's no real signs of any wear at all on there, really good. Carpet set, I could do with a hoover, but it's not ingrained dirt or anything like that. Rear bench, it's all nice and tidy in there. Headlining on the hardtop's good as well, actually. And then wood rim steering wheel, that's all nice and tidy. We're showing 97,885 miles. If you check the description, we'll detail what we know about the history and where it's been, things like that, so we can sort of talk about the mileage and that. The wood, it's delaminating ever so slightly just around the choke lever, but other than that, the rest of it's really nice. We'll, pull the bonnet lever while we're in here. Excuse the dodgy camera work. And round into the boot. Again, nice and clean in here. We do have a set of 4 spare wheel trims, full size spare. We've got a cover and a whole load of spares and service parts, things like that, all the sort of stuff you'd amass over 50 years of ownership. And then we've got a bit of sort of carpet offcut for the boot floor. And then under there, it's nice and dry. There's no sign of any corrosion popping through or anything like that. Underside of the boot lid's good. Door shuts and everything are nice and tidy. Edges of the doors, bottoms of the doors, they're all good. Same story on the passenger seat, really. It's no real signs of any wear. This side of the dash is good. And then under the bonnet, we've got that 1725cc engine, twin carb, 4-speed with overdrive. We'll get it started up. It is cold, so it'll want a tiny little chocolate choke, which it's got. But there you go. Fires up straight away on the button. Nothing spewing out the back. We'll give it a little rev. Again, nothing nasty firing out there. It's on a little bit of choke. It started first time every time since we picked it up the other day. I have briefly taken it down the road. Seems to drive really nice. Gearbox is nice. Steering's good. Accelerates well. Obviously one of those cars that's been used properly. It's always a good sign. You get so many cars in here that are choked up from no use, whereas this one's not one of those. So there you have it. 67 Sunbeam Alpine Mark V GT, one owner from new. If you've got any questions, please get in touch. Thank you.